Yo, what's up, everyone? Good to see you guys and gals. Really appreciate you all tuning into the live stream. And yes, before you tune in, just remember, not financial advice. You all got to do your own research. So yes, please, do your own research before tuning in. So yes, 1 second here. I got to pull up this other chat. And then yes, we're going to get started here with today. So hold on, let's see. Hold on. I got to fix this screen up just a bit, so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Probably pull it a little bit closer. That would be cool. All right, nice. So yeah, we're just getting started here. We're gonna go over pretty much all these trades, what I'm looking at, what I'm looking for. And yes, we will be starting fresh on all of these charts. So give me 1 second here. All right, so I want to get rid of this. Cool, gonna pull the Qs. We're gonna pull up pretty much everything here. All right, cool. Let's get rid of this as well, and let's start fresh, guys. Yo, good morning, guys, gals. Good to see you guys. Good morning. You think we can make Amazon, dude? Yeah, we can take a look at it actually. No worries. I'm gonna send like two. I'm gonna send like 2 alerts right now, so just give me one moment. All right. Yo, Milo, thanks for joining the live stream, bro. Appreciate it. Yeah, we just started the live, so we're gonna All right, one more alert so everyone can see that we're on live. All right, perfect. All right, so actually, and yes, I do see Meta. But of course, let's go over the keys first, and then yeah, we'll go over all these other ones. So let's see. All right, so we'll start on this weekly chart on the keys. On the upside, there's honestly almost nothing stopping us. We got a little bit of turbulence there, but let's take a look on this lower time frame to see if we can break this down just a bit better. Let's see. All right, we gotta hold on. Let's see. I want to tweak the chart up just a bit so you guys can see it a little bit better. All right, cool. Nice. All right, so looking for a nice little move for today. We'll see if we can get one. So there is some little pockets here. Let's take a look. All right. I'm going to be honest with you. The move that I like, which is here, I get it. We're not anywhere close to this. But there is a little wall here at the 628, down to this. Let's see, all the way down to the 625. So yeah, that looks good. Want to see if we can get that nice break into this empty space here. I get where, you know what, $5 away from that. Still empty space, which is here. Which actually looks pretty good. So that's what I could see that I like. Let's go to a little time frame, like a lower one, and let me look at this. Hold on, let's see. 637. Hold on, I want to take a look, see where we're at. Okay. All right, yeah. So it doesn't look like there's nothing stopping us above that 637 area. Want to see if we can. Well, let's scroll in just a bit here. Just a bit. So yeah, we got a little box here. So I will say, if we end up breaking outside of this wall here at that 637, we'll like to see some sort of nice break above and then a retest, and then hopefully one of these. That's what I would like there to the upside. So yeah, that's on the Qs. Hold on, I gotta fix this camera. It's just. All right, there we go. Cool. Change this song there. All right, so yeah, that's on the keys. Right now, it looks like we're just in a lot up chop. So want to see how this is going to react and see if we can get a nice little play for today on this. And yes, if anyone has any requests, now's the time to drop those in the comments. We will be going over pretty much everything. So, make sure to join in if you'd like to. Alright, so let's look at IWM. Let's take a quick look here and let's see what the damage is. Yo, good morning, good morning. Good to see you guys and gals. What a great day. So, same thing, just like yesterday. So, actually for yesterday, we actually took this to the downside here, and you can see pretty much the same move. We ended up hosting it, so you can see yesterday, clear gap up. We had empty space on the Qs, same thing. IWM, there was a little pocket there, which we ended up going and targeting into. And yeah, we ended up, you can see how we called that play out just yesterday. Actually was a nice little day. You can see a couple members ended up hitting that trade. You can see the day before, we tried to target the same thing. So if you're new to the stream, Potter box, empty space. And yeah, we try to make it as easy as possible. And so I'm looking for something like this. You can see the other members, what they did on those same exact plays. So yeah, looking for pretty much same thing. IWM, do we have that? We might, okay. So let's see here. Actually, the 1 hour doesn't look bad. Let me look at a... Yo, Trey, what's up? What's up? Good to see you. Wait, no QQ upside? Okay, after we go over this, we'll go over the upside for the Qs. So no worries, no worries. I'm not gonna lie, what I like about this box on IWM is, yeah, we got a little pocket here. So outside of this 264, person would see up to this 265 area, maybe even a little bit above. And then yes, we got another little box here. So pretty much the same little play. So outside of this 266, want to see up to that 268 area, which I do like. So clear gap down, no consolidation, and then boom, empty space. So if this ends up happening, I might end up leaving some runners to try to reach these targets here. But that's what I can see. That's on IWM. And then to the downside, I think I did this on a... so yeah, we did this on a 2 hour chart, I believe. Which I still like, honestly. So 2 hour, looks like we closed under. Might have to use a lower time frame. Some little scalps here, boom. Hold on, let's see. 262. All right. I personally like this. So now that we got another little bottom of that 262 area, so pretty much same thing. Want to see down to that 260, and then I'll probably leave some runners trying to reach into this little pocket there. All right, cool. So yeah, that is on IWM there. We'll see if we get a nice little play on that for today. See how things open up. Do I see a move on LMT, RKLB? Okay, yep, we can pull those up. VIP Discord code just dropped. So yes, we did end up dropping a code too as well. So you'll be able to see all those codes inside the free Discord. You can just scroll through and see what we do here. But yeah, yesterday was a really good day too as well, even though we had some chop. But yeah, Discord link is in the bio. Got that code that will be ending really soon. So see code 30 on that. All right, so not IWM, but for the Qs, I will say I don't really like the upside. It's just a lot of non-structure. The only thing that I would be able to see here, but this would have to be like a lotto play, at least for me. So there's a small little 45 minutes box here, and then up from that 634, could see up to that 635 area. Might end up leaving some runners trying to reset upside, but right now we're just in a little box. Not the craziest play, but yeah, there's a little pocket there as well. All right, cool. Nice, nice, nice. All right, let's look at Tesla. So I do want to take a look at Tesla. We're going to pull up all these other trades. We're going to obviously leave up Meta here. I'm going to pull up, hold on. Extendo, thanks for the follow, man. Appreciate it. So SPY, all right, cool. RKOB, all right. MSFT. Okay, cool. You guys want to see that as well. And then what else do we have? UNH. Yo, Mari, no worries. Good to see you once again. All right, cool, cool, cool. All right, let's see here. Tesla. Of course, we gotta knock Tesla out too as well. So yeah, let's go to a higher time frame and then break this one down. Ooh, honestly, that 4 hour doesn't look bad. 2 hour looks good. All right. Honestly, I like the 2 hour chart. The 2 hour chart doesn't look bad. I will say at least to the downside. So, all right, I don't want to do that, but we got this clear gap up, no consolidation, and nice top, bottom all there, empty space. So under that 430 level, want to see if we can break down into this 423. So actually looks good, looks decent. We'll see if we can get that nice break. Right now we're just in a little bit of consolidation there. Above us, let's take a look. Let's see. Okay, I got it. All right, let's see. Actually, I do see a small move that doesn't look bad. Hold on, let's see. So that's a 1 hour. Okay. Yeah, I got it. All right. Hold on, let's see. All right, cool. All right, so there's a box here. I had to make sure my levels are right, pretty much. So there's a little box here about that 452 up to this 455. If we do want to get this nice little clean break to the empty space here. Nice top and bottom wall. Not bad. All right, cool. And then, yeah, we got a little pocket here. So I get on a lower time frame, it looks crazy. So if I had to take this one, it would have to be like a definite lotto for sure. But above that 445 close, could see up to that 447. So small move, then might end up leaving some runners if we end up touching into that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That is on Tesla. On that 24-hour time frame, there's a lot of empty space. So we'll see how that plays out. Yo, Fabi, she said, show myself. Yeah, I will, no worries. All right, 1 second here, 1 second. Sending a couple chats inside the Discord. Yo, Janessa, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. All right, yeah, cool. What is my favorite setup? This doesn't look too bad as of right now. IWM isn't bad either. We'll see how things play out. So we knocked out all the ETFs, it looks like, except for SPY, or maybe not all of them, but good ones. So on this weekly chart on SPY, yeah, same thing. Before we go over the other plays, we'll go over RKLB, Microsoft, UNH, all those things there. So let's see. I think I do like that 4 hour, which actually looks good. Let me see. 2 hour actually looks decent too. Let me see if I can break this down on a 1 hour if it looks good. Actually, not a bad little play, I would say. So yeah, I like it. It doesn't look terrible. Let me look at this 30-minute really quickly. Oh, actually, not a bad move. So We'll say there's a box here. Under that 696, there's a little move to that 694. So there's a little pocket here, which looks good. And then, yeah, if we want to break outside of there, it looks decent. Upside, probably would end up trying a little entry above there and then seeing if we can hit up to that 698 and then probably leaving some runners for that upside. So that's what I can see. Yes, there is a crazy box here that if it does happen, I might leave some extreme lottos to see if we can hit that little target. So not too bad, not too bad. All right, so under that 692 down to that 688. Yo, Darth Trader, what's up, bro? He said, what's up, handsome? Hope you are wearing your green hat today. I actually don't know where it's at. I lost it yesterday, but I'm pretty sure I'll find it. It might be in my car. Who knows? All right, yeah, that's on SPY right now. We're just in a little bit of consolidation, so gotta wait and see if we can break outside. What does leaving runners mean? So yeah, in the Discord, when we say we're leaving runners, so just for an example, like for this QQ play, so everyone knows yesterday this play was messing around or whatever. So once we hit that first TP, you can see we hit that first take profit perfectly. So that's when I just leave runners, or in other words, I leave the contracts that I haven't cut yet. So just for an example, if I have 10 contracts, boom, when we hit our first target, I'll probably cut, you know, maybe 8 of them and leave 2 runners or so, trying to reach that final target. If it hits, it hits. If it doesn't, then I'll still, you know, make money on the setup, which this is what I do every day. So same thing, IWM, you can see we hit that first TP, and then you see those runners, what happened with those. So those are just like the rest of the ones that we end up holding. So I do like to, so yeah, in the Discord, I'll be honest, I like to make sure I secure profits, but there's time where, you know, a lot of these stocks just like to run, so I'll just leave some runners to see if we can hit some targets. So same thing, you can see Tesla clear gap up, boom, empty space there. IWM, like this one here, we trimmed greatly on this. I left some runners to try to see if we can reach those targets, and I had to get stopped out of those runners. So, but you know, that day was a good day. A couple members ended up hitting that little trade too on IWM, but yeah, that's just pretty much what it means. So yeah, once we get into the play, I'll pretty much like spam the entries. So hold on, let's see. So I'll be like, so we end up getting into this this QQ play yesterday. You can see pretty much where we were or whatever, and just told them, look, just make sure to trim up or whatever. So I was like, trimming is fine on a day like this. You can see where we were. We didn't hit that target just yet, and then once we hit those targets, let those runners just do their job pretty much. So yeah, nice little good day from that yesterday. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, all right, so this is on Meta here. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this one. I've been waiting for this one since 1942. But yes, we had this clear gap down, no consolidation. So this was a call out from in the live chart finds. So the first day, so yesterday we just ended up doing nothing, and then now we ended up going straight up to empty space. We've been going over this trade for like weeks now, or feels like months, honestly. Do like how we end up still in the empty space if we do want to finish this 751. That's that final there. So that's that. You can see where we also posted this one as well. So this was pretty much just like an end of day little lotto. See if we can get that little play. So you can see this was on Tuesday. Boom. meta calls there, and then you can see where we pretty much were, and then where we're at now. So just needs to stay up. Looks good though. Hopefully we can hit that 751. So yeah, crazy move, crazy move. All right, so let's keep on going. Let's see here. All right, RKOB. All right, so yeah, this is the one that didn't want to work as of this second here. So yeah, still like it. Probably take it under this 80, 91 again, and then see if we can hit that 70, 71. So that's what I can see on that, which looks good. Not too bad there. Yo, Desto, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for the heart me's. What stop loss do you use? It really just depends. So I'll be honest, if I'm in like a lotto play, so that's just like in a position I don't care about losing, but if I end up getting it, it'll be a great hit, then I might just let it ride out. And a lot of times that play can hit. If I'm in like a bigger position, I have to manage it, then I try to stop out at my entry, or I'll give it a little bit of breathing room and have like a minimal stop loss. Just so if I can find the reentry, I definitely will. Really depends on the setup though. All right, let's see here. That's just how I see things. Obviously, you know, you could see things a little bit differently, which is fine. But yeah, that's just what I see. Rug said, Meta, take your ad open as soon as you can. You want people will be taking profits, so get your bread and eat that. Yeah, I got to send that in the chat too. That's pretty funny. He said, I'm cashing the freak out. All right, cool. I'm just looking at the chat. My bad, guys. All right, so Microsoft. Let's take a look here. So yeah, each day in the Discord, pretty much same little trade. I'm gonna be honest, I missed this trade, but yeah, there was this empty space here that ended up going pretty nicely. Looks like, yeah, we got a box here. Pretty much same thing. We got some empty space, which is pretty much below us, or above us, sorry. So nice little box there, and then yes, right in front of us, we got a little play here if we want to get this upside. So above that, 463. So same way down, like that same way up. So right now we're just in consolidation. Want to see us breaking outside of this consolidation to reach that empty space, which looks good. All right, cool. My bad. I'm just reading the chat here. All right, so we did Tesla. We got to go over Walmart. If anyone has any other requests, you can drop those in the comments now. We will be going over pretty much everything. Actually, not bad plays, but we'll see. All right, cool. So we already did Meta. We did the Qs. So just a lot of chop on that. All right, let's see here. So yeah, UNH, WMT. All right, let's see here. So we already know what Meta's talking about. SMCI. All right, cool. LUV, yo, Liv, what's up? Good to see you once again. SLV, all right, cool. We'll take a look here. SLV, all right, nice. Yo, Dark Trader, what's up, bro? RGTI, all right, cool. Yeah, we'll take a look there as well. He said, "Hey, yo, baby daddy." Yo, what's up? How do you usually find good stocks to day trade? Pretty much. Well, I'll be honest. For my day trades, I try to keep it simple. I try to, just stick to 1 to 3 stocks, and then just wait for those setups. For my swing trades, it'll be, a lot of a variety. So each day will be different. So that's different. You can obviously I'm still in some other lottos, but you can see every day I trade the Qs. I like IWM. Sometimes SPY, Tesla too. I like those. I just wait for decent moves. You can see each day I post a setup on it, and you can see the members what they also do on those same exact plays. I could even just scroll through and just find like a random time. This is like a random box. I don't know. So yeah, this was what day was this? Thursday on the 22nd. You can see Qs, same thing. IWM. We try to get in and get out. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, then that's fine. But yeah, that's what we like to do. You see IWM. Shout out Fabi, shout out all the ladies in the Discord. She just yelled at me since I'm not face streaming right now, but don't usually post his gains, but this is not a VIP group, this is a family. See what a couple other people doing these same trades, and yeah, that was that. Alright, so UNH and Walmart, let's take a look here. Yo, Julius, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Julius, he's also OG inside the Discord. Alright, so alright, so UNH. I have a box here for some reason. Can you explain how you do your setups? Yeah, I got you, no worries. We can definitely go over some. I think, yeah, okay, I did this on a 30-minute chart. So in UNH, yeah, we got some empty space that still is above us. I want to see if we can break outside of this outside of this 298, and then yeah, we got some empty space, which is here. So this looks really good to me. And yes, if you do want to join the Discord, join the team. Free chats in the bio. You can watch my free live streams. I'm here pretty much every day. If you do join the free chat, talk to the team, see what we do here. Links in the bio for the Discord. We do have those codes that will be ending soon too, so you can see that in the free chat as well. So code 30, all caps. So how do I do my setups? All right, hold on. Let's start fresh on this. So first thing I see, let's just say if I'm on a 30-minute chart and I see a setup, first thing I look for, this is clear gap down and no consolidation. This is what I'm targeting to the upside. So yes, we found it's clear gap down. Now we got to find a Potter box. So a nice little top and bottom wall. And what I mean by this is basically points of contact on both sides. And all that I'm waiting for is a break outside of our box here. Sometimes we use the floor for entries. Right now it's grabbing that floor there. And once we can get a clean break, I like the upside. So you can see, yes, you can take it up to here. So this is pretty much that next resistance. I have pretty much had it at 320 though. So, but yeah, just to be safe, you can see this is another box here. So basically we're trading from one box. So we want to break from this box to go to this box there. And that's pretty much what we do. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, right now we're just in consolidation. That floor would have been great, but hopefully we'll break outside that 298 into this empty space to the upside. So that's all that I do. One meta put is $7,000. Let me take a look here. Yeah, meta went crazy. Meta went wild. I know there's a lot of people that's in meta. They've been chatting about it all night. Last night. Alright, so yeah, that's on UNH. WMT. Okay, yeah, we went over this. This one's struggling. So I get, yes, we still have the empty space below us. We've been trying to reach this 115. I still like that 115, and then that 112. Those are the ones that I do like there. That's just what I can see. But let's take a look on a lower time frame. So it looks like we created another box here. So in order for us to go to this downside, we would have to break under this 115.49 to finish this move down to that 112. That's just what I see. And no, not telling anyone to get in or out of any trades or to do anything. So please, please do your own research before doing anything, of course. All right, WMT, SMCI. I don't know what I have here. I'm just gonna get rid of this though. I'm not gonna lie, yeah, there's a crazy move. I already have my alert set on this, but yes, we got a nice little box here, or empty space move that I would love to take. But we're just not there yet, so I'm not taking anything on that. This is what I see though. This is what I like, which doesn't look bad. You miss IWM and the Qs? Yeah, no worries, bro. I got you. All right, let's see here. All right, so yeah, we went down to a 2-hour chart. This is what I'd like. So pretty much same trade. A little bit of empty space there. Want to see if we can break outside of this 31.92 and trying to target up into this 32.93. So it actually looks good. All right, nice. My bad, I was writing some things down here, guys. Yo, see, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. All right, cool. So above that 31.92 up to that 32.93, so pretty much a dollar move up, but still empty space there. So if we want to get that, that's what I can see with that nice little break. All right, cool. SPCI, LUV. Yo, Corvette, what's up? What's up? Yeah, I got you. No worries. All right, so yes, if anyone has any requests, I will be going over these. I just gotta knock out these other few, and then we'll pull up all these other charts. So no worries. All right, hold on. Let's see. So actually, I think I did this on a 24-hour. So I know I'm moving a little bit slow, so my bad on that. All right, yeah. So I do like under that 40.56. Personally, I want to see down to that 38.26. Right now, we're just not there yet. I also see that on a, let me see, a nice little 1-hour chart, we created a box there. So right under this, let's see, 43.01. Want to see down to that 40.92. So yes, we got a nice little clear gap up, no consolidation, and yeah, I want to see that nice little move. So actually a $3 move down, not too bad. Not bad at all, actually. All right, so LUV, cool. SLV. Dang, this thing is just running, which is crazy. So I still like the upside. I think we might still keep running here. There's just nothing stopping us. The only thing that I can see, which is here. So hold on. So pretty much there's a box here. I'm not saying that we will drop, but that's if we want to drop here. I still like the upside, as I mentioned 1,000 times. But if we do drop under that 104, there's some empty space down to that 101 area. So empty space is there, which looks good. So we'll see if we can get a nice little break and nice little trade to the downside. Obviously it could end up using that 107.32 as a bounce spot. As you can see, it's trying to bounce there. So yeah, we'll see how things play out. He said instant ban. All right, 1 second. Oh my gosh, we got some. Yo, that looks. Yo, Rug is going crazy in the chat right now. All right, 1 second here. All right, hold on. All right, cool. All right, so there, RGCI. So yeah, RGCI still looks good. We got empty space, so clear gap up here. I want to see under this. So actually, we didn't end up breaking under this wall, but want to see if we can get this nice little break and close, get that continuation down to that 1626. That's what I can see there, which looks good. Looks good. All right, 1 second here. All right, cool. All right, so yeah, we knocked these out. We're gonna pull up all these other trades. So give me 1 second here, and then yes. So yeah, if you had any requests, now's the time to drop those in the comments. I see a lot of you guys spammed it, so I promise we'll try to get to them. So no worries. I just move a little bit slow. I like to get my full thought process on a lot of these trades. All right, hold on. I'm gonna so Apple. What else? ORCL. All right, cool. We'll take a look there. What else? APLD. All right, APLD. Yo, Catherine, what's up? What's up? Oops, CRWV. All right, yeah, I'm knocking these out, so I'll try not to move as slow. I'll try to move as fast as I can. So, Spy. Yo, Mariano, what's up? What's up? All right, cool. All right, so Apple, yeah, I still like this, man. So this one a nice 24-hour candle. Hopefully we can get a nice close outside of this box here. So that is at this 260. So I want to see this nice close outside of this 260 range. Sorry, range. In order for us to go to this upside, so I want to see a nice body candle close, and then yeah, we got empty space up to that 273, which man looks good. So when that happens, that's what I want to see. All right, cool. Nah, yeah, it looks good. That's what I like on Apple, though. I'll just be completely honest. Apple earnings tomorrow AM. Oh man, hold on. Yeah, I might have to hold through it. I probably I know it sounds crazy, but I like it. Obviously, downside if we end up dropping though. Could see down to that 248, but all right. If you could, actually, I'm gonna take a note of myself, but it wouldn't be a bad try. All right, cool. So Apple. All right. Yeah, basically I want the empty space above. So yeah, that's what I can see, which looks good. All right, ORCL. I think we did this on a weekly chart or 24-hour. Actually, no, I'm lying. We did this on 24-hour. So yeah, on ORCL here, you can see yes, clear as day. We have empty space, so looks like we're trying to reach this last target, which is that 168.78. So that first target was already hit. Would like to see that 168.78. That's what I would want to see there on that 24-hour. But on the weekly chart, I can see that there's a lot more empty space down into that 158 area. So instead of that 168, 158. But seeing that nice little final target there, which looks good. All right, cool. All right, 1 second. I'm just doing a couple things. So our ORCL looks good. Well, at least for me, since I missed the move, I personally, for me, I'm not sure about anyone else, but I'll personally just, you know, miss out on it and just let it do its thing, just because I just, you know, don't want it to reverse and things of that sort. But I still like the downside pretty much. Still. Do you review crypto? I mean, sometimes, yeah. Sometimes people have some, you know, crazy things they want me to look at. So why not? You know. I'll still pretty much use the same strategies the Potter box as usual. All right, 1 second here. All right, so APLD, let me take a look. So yeah, under us, we got a little bit of empty space here, which I do like. So that is under this, I gotta circle this, hold on. I really have to circle this. All right, cool. So yeah, under that 34.42, got empty space down to that 25.09. So that's what I do like. Want to see if we can get that nice little punch there to that downside. So we'll see how this plays out. We got a nice little move. If that happens, cool. If that doesn't, we shall see. He said it's... All right, nice. My bad. I'm just looking at all the chats, all the charts. They're going crazy in here. Yeah, they're going crazy in here. They're going pretty crazy in here. Yeah, it's even Rug. So this is one of the mods. He's like, Meta, take your ad open as soon as you can. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. Yeah. All right, IWM. All right, looking pretty good, pretty dandy. We'll see if we can get some nice moves. Let's see here. What else do we have? My bad. Just looking at all these chats here, all these charts and stuff. So you guys want to look at XOM? You guys want to see? Oh my gosh, wrong one. That's definitely not it. All right, cool. BTC. All right, nice. Yo, I know. What's up, bro? VST. We didn't do CRWV, did we? Or am I tripping? If we didn't, just let me know. You can scream. It's all good, or shout, or whatever you need to do. Meta. All right, cool. Yeah, we'll take a look there again. And then yeah. So yeah, we got all these to knock out. So it looks good. I didn't. All right, cool. So if anyone doesn't know, Catherine is screaming through the screen at me right now. So we gotta pull up CRWV. No, I'm kidding. All right, cool. Yeah, all right. That'll be the first one we go over. All right, give me 1 second, guys and gals. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab me some more water, things of that sort. So just give me 1 second. But yes, we're gonna try to knock out all these trades here, especially the ones that we didn't go over. So just give me 1 moment. If you do want to join the Discord, link is in the bio. Honestly, join the free chat if you'd like. We do have these codes that will be ending soon too, so you can see those in the for the VIP chat. But yeah, honestly, join the free chat, see if you like it, or just watch my free live streams. But yeah, give me 1 second. I'll be right back. All right, cool. And yes, please do your own research, read all disclaimers, and all that good stuff. And sorry for the bad music. All right, yeah, let's get straight to it. Let me see. CRWV. I got an ad playing right now. Where's this ad coming from? All right, cool. All right. Nice. Okay, so CRWV, let's take a look here. All right, yeah, I do remember having this one, so give me 1 second here. All right, nice. Gotta fix this. All right, cool. So yeah, what I can see here, which looks good, above that 117. That's what I like. 117. Hopefully we can get that nice kind of body close, and then yes, we got some empty space, which is above us to this 133. So that's what I like there. Looks good right now. So this play already hit here. So clear gap down. We ended up breaking above, and we slowly chopped our way up to that target there. So that's on CRWV, which looks good. Dang, this is still moving. I'm gonna be honest with you. You know, on a chart like this. So we got earnings on. Okay, so that's tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. Okay, cool. Kind of lost track of time. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, we got a lot of. If we want to continue, I mean, there's nothing stopping us there. At least candle-wise, under us, if we do end up, this is not really a box, but 136, and if we clear that, there's a little pocket here down to this 130. So I do want to see how this will play out end of day. So just ask me end of day, honestly. But other than that, you know, candle-wise, we just don't have anything stopping us. All right, cool. All right, nice. All right, coin here. Let's take a look. All right, so I think it's actually doesn't look too bad. 24-hour chart. Looks like we're in a little bit of this consolidation. So above this 89 area, I want to see up to that 96. So pretty much another little box there. Looking for that 24-hour close, and then we got some empty space, which is clearly above us. So looks good. And then yes, a lot more pockets there as well. All right, cool. So that's on Bitcoin. IWM. Yeah, so we already did this one, so I like the upside. So above that 264, I want to see up to that 265, and then might leave some runners up to this 268 area. Probably should. There we go. Have an imbalance on that. So that's what I can see under us. I don't know. I might end up taking depending on what we do. So if we end up faking out. So yesterday we had a fake out to the upside. It was actually on this candle here. So we actually were above our top wall, and then we faked out. So now a lot of people did end up claiming on that, and then we had to move to the downside. So I would easily take a floor little entry to the downside if we do want to get that drop there. So we'll see how that plays out. All right, I got to change this song. All right, hold on. It's QQQ. Let me see where we're at here. I gotta just see what we're doing on this. All right, so I'll be honest, yes, there's a box here. So if I wanted to, yes, there's a little box here. Boom, and under that 632 could see down to that 631, but that's not really a crazy move. I can also see that there's a nice little box here, so might not even take this one, but I also see that Under that 630, 30 doesn't move down to that 629. So if I end up taking that little trade, it'll be a lotto, and then see if we can try to target into the same space down to that 625. So that looks good to me. But yeah, other than that, I can feel like the Qs are in like a lot of chop right now. So I want to see if we can get outside of our chop mode and then make our way. So yeah, we'll see how this thing plays out. If it wants to give us a nice little entry, cool. If it doesn't, you know, that's perfectly fine too as well. So I'll be waiting on this one. All right, so that's all right. Meta D-Dog. All right, cool. All right, cool. D-Dog. My bad, just getting ready for today. It's not a bad little play there. I will say above that 142. I like above this 150. So it actually looks good. We'll see how that wants to play out. Got that little clear gap down there, and then yes, right above we got that empty space, which looks good. Looks good. All right, so yeah, that's on D-Dog there. That's what I can see. Obviously, meta, everyone knows about that. We'll just leave this a little alert. I think we'll hit that 751. So there, let me see where Tesla is. All right, cool, cool. All right, yeah, we got a nice little move there. So yeah, Tesla, I want to stay under that 430 pretty much, and then try and put this empty space to this downside. That's what I do like. We'll just see if we can get that nice little move. Upside above that 445. Might have to try a lotto, but we'll see how that plays out. All right, so there's that SPY. SPY's downside actually looks really good. So, I mean, we got a nice little box there and then empty space down to that 694. So, that's what I can see, which honestly doesn't look too bad. We'll see how that plays out. Above that 697 up to that 698. That's what I can see there, which looks good. All right, so everyone knows about meta. Hold on, I gotta... All right, let's see here. Trump speaks 4:30. Yeah, I think it is aftermarket. So that's a great sign. So I'm glad this is not during the market. All right, let's see here. So meta, dang, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. XOM, SPY. All right, so we did Bitcoin. We gotta look at. Yo, Jose, what's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Yo, David, what's up? MBD, good to see you, bro. MDB, oh my gosh, not BD. All right, cool. Some technical difficulties. No, I'm kidding. And CBNA, yep, got you, bro. Dude, yeah, been living, man. Honestly, catching these trades, you know, just doing my thing. So yeah, shout out Jesus, another great day to be here, bro. So can't complain at all, honestly. On to that 381, man. I want to see. Maybe I should write this down. Actually, not a bad little find. Or I didn't find it, but you found it. But yeah, that looks good. We got some empty spaces under us, under that 381. What is MDB? Yeah, I'm writing this one down. I don't know what these cons look like, so I would have to definitely take a little look at those and see what we got there. Joe D. Williams, thanks for the follow. Appreciate it. When do you know when is the right time to get into a contract? When the trade tells me to get in. So like CBNA, I personally won't be getting into this. So the box tells me pretty much everything I want to know. It can tell me if there's an entry at a floor. It can tell me if there's an entry in the empty space. Hold on, I got to do a puzzle. They're making me do a puzzle right here. But like for this one, CBNA, I like this. Clear gap up, no consolidation. I want to see a break under that 417. Try to go to this downside to this 334. So that's what I like there. You know, there's, you know, for like yesterday, that could even be a random day. Like the box tells me everything. So this one, I think we took this one at the floor, if I'm not mistaken. We went downside, the downside little play hit, and then we had a little floor entry. If you missed that, there's also empty space outside of the box. So that would have been also a nice little play there. So that's just what we do. I just try to look for the same play each day. I kid you not, I don't like to change anything. I only like to add to it. So still like the empty space. Sometimes we might end up taking a trade from the floor, or, you know, if we're, you know, consolidating, we might just take it outside the box. It really just depends on what we do. And then we go by target-based contracts, and if it hits, cool. If it doesn't, then, you know, we just cry. No, I'm kidding. We stop out, find a re-entry, and that's pretty much it. I feel like the so CBNA looks good. OKLO. OKLO, let me see here. All right, yeah, I got it. Let's see, okay, cool. All right, so if we want to go to the upside, not saying that we will, but if we do, there's a nice little pocket here above that 97.77, and if we can get that continuation, want to see basically up to this 103.85. So, got a little pocket there that we could end up going into. And yeah, I want to see if we can get that nice little break, that nice little trade. We got the empty space, which is there. So yeah, it looks good. We'll see how things play out with that. Dang, Meta is still moving. That is crazy. I think we might hit that 751 today. That's going to be wild. All right, so yeah, SPY. I mean, I like the downside on that 696, man. On that 694, might end up leaving some lottos, some runners down to this 692 area. Upside above that 697, want to see up to that 698. So that's what I can see there. All right, yep, Apple, man. We got earnings on this. I'll be honest, I want to see up above that 260 and targeting to the empty space, which looks good. So not too bad there. How much do I really need to start out? Honestly, for me, I started out with a small amount. And I'm glad I did that. Because at first I didn't know what I was doing. So yeah, I took some L's at first, of course, you know, as a new trader, but start off small, at least for me, and then work my way up pretty much. But yes, guys and gals, thank you all so much for tuning into the live stream. I do got to get off now and got to work on these setups. Time is ticking. So yeah, I'll be inside the chat with the Discord. I'll be back on live in another hour or so. Planning to be on live tomorrow for Market Open too. So if you do want to join the Discord, links in the bio. If you don't, no worries. We do have those codes that will be ending soon too. You can see those inside the chat. But yes, thank you all so much. I'll either see you inside the Discord or in my next live stream. Have a blessed one all. In Jesus' name, amen. Thank you all so much for tuning in.